Please. We are going to go over this game and we're going to talk about just some things that we see, some things that we can kind of maybe take from our trainings and how we can apply them in the game. But this is our game against California Athletic, so we're going to start at the very beginning.
Let's go, boys!
To Samir's dad about this game, and this play right here is just so crucial. So we played this team before, and this is a player. His name's Tristan. He's probably one of their better players. He's their striker. It seems like he's gotten a lot better. The first thing that we're going to notice here is when he touches this ball, right? We're going to 1-2 defenders that don't even apply too much pressure onto the ball. Look at our bodies not really facing. We're not getting a low center of gravity. And he's just going to go ahead and just carry this ball. I see Noah try to get an arm on him, which is good. But we need to go ahead and go in there and make more contact. Now Mikey's going to come in here and step pretty hard. Again, very little contact. Again, dribbles right by McCoy, and he gets a shot within the first 10 seconds of the game. Now, that right there, I think, set us back a lot. I think when you face that right out the bat, it's very hard to mentally overcome something like that, immediate pressure. And there's something that happened within the entire team that we just turned off, and I don't think we ever kind of came back until the start of the first half. So this is the kickoff right away. Jaden, I don't know exactly what we're looking at when we kind of see this, but if we can just kind of, and I've got tools here, which is amazing. I see, look at all of these players, every single one of these players. Where are they on the field? Because by the looks of it, it looks like they are just on one half of the field. Now, we can't see the whole field over here, but I'm assuming that there's no player over here marking. In fact, if Henry's right here, I don't think there's any player here. So we need to have a little bit more of ability to scan and recognize these types of when the other team is in this kind of formation, it shifted into one side of the field. And again, and also McCoy here, right off the bat, you should be just a little bit more out, right? Same with you, Mikey, just a little bit more out. Luke, stretch the field this way. Henry, you're actually not in a bad spot, but if we want to get up the field. But now that we actually see the whole thing, I mean, we can just kind of look at all this. So not one defender here, but yet we choose to play straight into the pressure. Not only do we choose to play into the pressure, but and I see Noah here kind of telling Ethan to get higher, but we play this ball almost automatically. And the pass, like how weak is the pass, right? We talk all the time about strong passes. Look at the tone that we're setting. By the time the ball gets to where your target is, we have got 1, 2, 3 players that have already reacted. 4 players that have already reacted. Now we're in a spot where we have to play fast rather than having time where we have to play fast. And this ball back to Ethan, a little bit, to McCoy, a little bit slow. And we kind of worked on build-outs the Monday after, but now look at us. Look at all of these players. Every single one of these players. How many are on this side of the field? 6 players on one side of the field. So their entire front line, their top 3 and all their midfielders are in here, because I'm guessing all of the defenders are back here. Why are we playing back into pressure here? Noah. All right, let's look at Noah here. Noah, as the 6 here, you started as the 6. You need to start more central. Okay, look at the line that you are taking away from Gavin. Even if we wanted to create a kind of split pass, by coming central, McCoy can play you here, and you can bounce the ball over here to Mikey, who can then take space up to the field. So right out the gate, it's just a very, very shaky start, which is going to set the whole tone for the rest of the game. Forced to go long, it's not a bad idea. No challenge here by Havish, right? Like where's the challenge here, right? We just put kind of like a 50-50 ball in here, and it's like you pump the brakes. Get in there and make a hard challenge, a nice, clean tackle for the ball. But instead, we kind of back off, and the press is really slow. It almost feels like we again, that first instance really just took us back. Okay, we threw the ball in, right? We threw the ball in right back into pressure, right? Now we have our winger tucking inside, Henry tucking inside here, when this ball really should be played to Mikey, because Luke is sitting on an island all by himself out here.
Where's the ball? What side of the field is the ball? Just going to go towards that side. If they kick it out,
It's Luke. Luke's been very impressive lately with just being consistent with headers and being able to head the ball out. So you hear me say simple, right? Gavin, it's a great play, but why are we trying to dribble the ball up the field, right? When in those instances, right, we can use Jaden. Jaden's got no pressure here. Use Jaden Russell, and I think Luke's smart enough to know that we can peel out here. There's nobody on this side of the field. Soft pass. Finally, we get to now. Okay, Henry, just basic touch. Henry, I'm not really sure what the line of thinking is here, right? What do we see? We're just gonna do. What do we see right here? Right, tons of space. Right, when we dribble, we can just go ahead and just take space all day long. Take this space, okay? Said we try to play it forward to a Samir whose body language is not even looking at us, right? If we kind of just look at his, look at him, he's running away. Samir here, I'm not really sure that this is the right play. I see that maybe you're trying to attack the space in here, but there's no passing channel that would get you through here, right? I think Luke's got the idea that maybe he wants to come out wide here. Again, we want to attack the space here. First play of the game just really threw us off. And showing up every game is just about understanding what we try to do as a team and applying that. But we were able to get the ball up the field.
Hey, remember the idea. What are we trying? Noah, you're too hot.
It's beautiful. Love the idea. Got a
Simple.
That's a ball in the air, 50-50. Good movement, Noah. Freeze there. Okay. What do we see here when Ethan has the ball? Right. I see that one quick little movement. What do we expect in this situation to happen? Do we expect that something is just magically going to open up? But Samir, what do we see right here? Right, nice little pocket. Right, look at all these players. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice little pocket here. Are we able to kind of find a little pocket to get this thrown? Go back to the goal. Okay, what do we see? Who's that applying pressure? This is Noah, Gavin. Trying to create any kind of space. Samir, go ahead and we could just sandwich this guy, right? Really try to force the ball out here because this is just a threat. And then, yeah, McCoy, you just got a one extra step on you. Luke, if we see this, right, we're in danger. You need to close this off. You need to make sure that he does not shoot. He's able just to... And then I think Jaden just gets caught a little bit kind of running across his body. Late to the dive. Let's see if I'm clutching. Down one super early. Really rattled us. Really rattled us, right? We talk all the time about how games are 70 minutes long at this age. 70 minutes. And there's times where we go up in games and we talk about how at halftime there's 35 minutes. There's a lot of time left. We get scored on within the first, I would say 5 minutes. There's a lot of game left. And if you're letting one goal kind of impact your mentality and how you play the rest of the game, and 5 minutes in, that means for 65 minutes we've lost you. And we can't lose anybody. There's only 13 of us. There's 11 on the field. We can't lose anybody at this point. So always, whether you score a goal, whether you allow a goal, you need to have the mental capacity to overcome it. And I don't want to say the score is 0-0. You always have to remember the score, but you have to have the ability to say, okay, a goal happened and we're going to still play the same way, or we're going to try to stick to the game plan that we have. We worked on passing all week. Henry, right, like when he gets to here, Luke, also, we're not really being pressured at this point, right? Look at the defender's body language. He's not as if he's pressing you, but you already made the decision that you want to kick, even though we have Samir and Henry running away from the ball, right? So in this instance, maybe just carry a little bit more. Henry, you don't have to be running up the field. There's still a whole half of the field to go. So even if you were able to get a through ball, you have to take the ball away. And I think this is the winger. So you still have a defender to beat as well. Good split. Can we have a little tighter touch, Samir? Good skill, Samir. Don't mind that idea, right, Samir? Like, I think what Samir was looking for here was center back stepped, and now Keenan's here. I think Keenan might have been offsides here, but defender played well. Good play, Ethan. It's unlucky. Good, simple. What do we see, boys? Okay, talked about overloads all the time. Let's bring my spotlight back out. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players. So they only have 2 other. This can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm counting 8 players that we're going to play into. Let's see what we do in this spot here. See, McCoy, right? Right back to into the pressure. Where we released, we go right back into the pressure. Yes, and you hear me say, Mikey, can you be an outlet? Mikey, just pinch in over here. If you're able to, we always talk about kind of being a support for your other center back. Gotta pause this really quick.
Would you say my exercise is extreme? No.
All right. We're back. Let's keep going here.
Simple, Luke. Yep, Jaden.
Nicely done, Luke.
Up, up, up. Hey. Where's the pocket?
This is where just like there was no press, right? But nobody moved, right? Where's the any kind of movement here for him? Right? Noah, check here. Gavin's in a good spot, but I think if Noah could just break this line, we can see Gavin to the other side of the field. It's just very, very slow reaction. It's not a bad play. It's not a bad play at all, right? But I think that we just need to have a little bit more composure, right? We received this facing this way. It's a very natural reaction. But maybe if we just turn and look, we have Gavin here. But it's not a bad play. Down 1-0.
Jaden, you have time. Mikey, open up for him. Where's your spot?
No pressure here. No pressure. Jaden, the ball is very slow. Extremely slow. Gavin, look where Noah is. Look where you are. You're the 8. This is your spots right here, okay? But the ball here, Jaden, is very slow. That could be a bounce pass right back to him, Noah, right? You have to fight the pressure. Jaden put us just in a really tough spot here. Good fight, Gavin. Nice, Noah. Good.
Noah, the ball just came to
Clearing it up. It's not a bad option at all. Again, we're going to spotlight here. Okay, what do we see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 players, right? They defensively compact, making the field super small, doing a very good job. Us with the ball needs to be able to recognize whenever the team is like this and understand what do we want to do. We want to switch the point of attack. We need to stop looking at our first options. This is a first option. I can't tell where Havish is, but Havish has got to be somewhere here. This is a first option. Even going back here is a first option. What are our second options? Second option could be Mikey. It could be, this would be probably be a third option. A second option can also be Keenan. But Keenan, you need to come off here, check into this space here. Look at this nice little pocket that's created right here. If you come off here, check into this pocket here, receive, you can, boom, find a split pass right into Henry.
We need to switch. Not go forward.
You hear me? You hear me say we need to switch? This is not a bad play here by Mikey. Good job, Luke. Mikey, when you release that ball, you have to open up. Again, we go straight back into the pressure, right where it came from. We go back into the same channels. And you see him saying, look at Ethan, he's right here. Yes, I see Ethan that's over here. Look at Henry. But look, if you just draw a line down the middle of the field, right? Look, here's the middle of the field. Draw a line straight down. The entire team is on that side of the field. Recognition, right? Not where we are. Where is the opponent?
Check in, Havish.
Let me see.
He's gotta be away. Go, Isaiah, go. Gavin, higher. Remember, you can check into those spots.
This is actually a very advanced play by Luke here, right? He's seeing that the player's here, and he's checking into this space here, allowing Samir to stay high. Okay, this would open up Henry to be kind of the only wide player. It's actually a very, very advanced play. We've never covered this, but this is what they call what we would call in the end changing the attacking formation, which is a very good play. The defender reads it well though. It's unfortunate. But met by no pressure. Zero pressure, right? Let's see what Mikey does here. Zero pressure. Forced. We're forced back, right? Mikey, as a center back, who is responsible for you? Because this guy is the 10 on the other team. This guy is the 6. This guy is the 8. Who is responsible for you? It's the 9, which is the striker. This guy right here. So if he's not pressuring you, right? This guy's responsible for Luke. If he's not pressuring you, then we have to kind of start understanding where is the pressure coming from. It's not coming from anywhere. So when it's not coming from anywhere, take space. And then look, now we have again spotlight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players on this side of the field. Boy sitting on an island by himself. If he were able to receive this ball, he could take a touch forward. If this guy met him with pressure, that Ethan would be the outlet. We're going to force this down. I like the idea though. Kind of split passing here to find Henry. It's not a bad idea either. Check. Very good.
Get in! The ball's on this side of the field!
You hear me saying Keenan, the ball's on this side of the field. The striker always needs to tread where the ball needs. I think Keenan was just kind of standing in the middle of the field. You have all this space here. If Keenan, you ever check into the space, you're able to receive the ball. Thank you. Yeah, and that ball needs to be put on the floor. Challenge, Luke. It's a very weak challenge.
Check in.
So you hear me say now check in, right? When we're met with pressure, that's when we check, right? So no, look, we're marked here. So instead of making movements forward, because he's going to defend his goal, check off here. Samir, find the split pass here, and can you check into a spot here? Because I think Luke already has, Henry has the sideline. It's unfortunate. Yeah, you hear me say it's unlucky. It's a very unlucky pass. I see the idea. Just gotta execute. I like my 6 to be kind of almost like a feisty kind of fighter. This spot here, middle of the field, right? I would wrap my arms around him and give him a nice little tug. That's what I would do. Just give him a nice little pullback, because he is not going to be let free. I know how fast he is. I saw how fast he is. I am not going to let him break through this and challenge McCoy 1v1. So I'm going to wrap my arms around him, give him a nice little pull, see if I can win the body. Maybe the ref sees it, maybe he doesn't. I think in this part of the field, that is not warranted for a yellow. You haven't been chippy at all. You haven't been, the game hasn't been kind of tacky in any kind of way. So a nice little middle of the field. He has the ball. Grab, pull.
That's fine.
Don't mind at all.
Grab it.
Don't mind it at all.
Unlucky, unlucky.
So this ball is being played back. Mikey McCoy, step up, right? We always want to meet pressure. Always step up.
Look to the way.
Yeah, see?
Why are we still playing the same side?
You can hear me say it, right? We're playing the same side with the same amount of people when we're in a spread shape. You hear me say it's too easy later. Yeah, it was too easy. There's no contact on the ball. The ball's in our box. When the ball's in our box, we do anything to clear it out. Any direction. Obviously, giving up a corner is the least ideal. Clearing it out is the most ideal. Throw-ins, anything. Samir, look here. Look, Samir. Didn't see the throw, but you have a nice little cutback here. You're 2v1, and you have a free winger here. You touch him down the line, right? He can start cutting in, find the kill zone. Maybe these two attack the spot.
Check in.
Gotta have to connect.
Mikey, can you...
Instead of putting your hand up, Samir, okay, body language, right? Instead of putting your hand up, body language, check to this spot here. Right? Hand up, right? Look at him. He's running, and he's about to be met with pressure. Check off, right? Ask. Yes, here. Be able to escape it though. Good through. One more. Don't be. Good bet too.
Luke, do we have the ball? So can you be closer to Mikey? Ethan, can you be closer to McCoy? Challenge! Come on, Noah. Simple. Receive. Simple.
You know, watching this back, I actually kind of think we have all the decent ideas besides switching it. I mean, we are playing better than them positionally and tactically we're playing better than them, but our execution and then just consistently playing into the same side is wrong. Because look at their shape, right? Look at their shape when they had the ball. Did they have another center back opening up? Did they have the winger out wide? Did they have the 3 and the 7 over here? Did they have their midfield shape really well? So tactically as a team, we did a lot better than this team, but it's just super unfortunate that mental mistakes and turning off in the middle of so early in the game just caused us to get to this point. It's weak, Luke. Challenge.
Simple. Use up. Use freedom.
Don't mind. You hear me say simple, right? At the higher level, we always reset back to the keeper in that spot.
Compact! Ethan, compact! Luke, get closer to Mikey. Strong! Nothing through here!
I mean, losing my voice. Nice. Oh, look at he's in. He's in. Sure. So close. It's a great run, buddy. Such a good run.
Come on, Henry, can we chest those?
Yep. You hear me say? Gotta trust it. Simple.
Turn. 1v1. Good. Pass. 1v1. Good. Pass.
Henry, where we pull up a little bit.
Turn. 1v1.
He's a big guy, but
Pass.
should have ran straight through him. Scared. Soccer's a very physical sport. Gotta use your body.
Simple. Receive. Come on, keep playing with them. Why? Guys, we don't have to do that. Pass. Hey, sir. Let's play.
Coach, you need to move back, please.
Making play way too predictable. Right? I told you could put this ball anywhere in the box. You don't have to put it in the corner. You don't have to even put it on a line. You could put it straight in the box. The ball needs to go out here. McCoy, you also need to be wider. Right? You should be receiving this ball out there. I think you're just a little too tucked in. Same with you, Mikey. Pull 2 tucked in. Need to be out wider.
Come on, Gabe. That's what's fun.
Hands there, Jaden. Just gotta use your hands. We're trying to stop a ball with our feet. Just simple hands. Look how easy this is, boys. Look how easy this is. Let's see how many times we touched the other team. Get it, we just gave up a goal. It's very frustrating. So lose the ball. Let's see if we touch this guy. No touch there. No touch there. No touch there. No. You hear me say, like, that's just way too easy. Way too easy. That is taking 10 steps back from where we were, especially after the trainings that we had this week. It's way too easy. We need to have a little bit more strength. You guys are no longer children. You're boys. You're about to be teenagers. And if there's no physical part of your game, then we're not gonna last in soccer. If I'm being completely honest, we have got to start being more physical.
Guys, use your body! Run it! Keep going, Go, River!
Jaguars!
Soft pressure. Very soft pressure. I don't know. I don't know what this is, buddy, but I know we see a bunch of space, but where are we in the field? Okay, we are in our defensive third, right? I see Noah here checking in, even though he's kind of being marked. A more simple play is here. You also have the option of Jaden to find McCoy. Engaging in 1v1s in our defensive third is not something that we teach. Engaging in 1v1s in the attacking third is something that we teach. I think you saw this as an opportunity to try to do some kind of skill move, but we also cause a foul.
Luke, why are we 1v1ing here?
Let's see. Is it a free kick? Let's see how we do. Look at their best player is looking straight at a very empty net with just the goalkeeper. Koi now is on goal side, but who has him? Noah, goal side. Okay, everyone needs to be goal side. Jaden reads this. Jaden. What is the play here? A goalkeeper. What is you read this perfectly. The ball comes straight to you. What do you what does a goalkeeper always do? And this needs to be at the top of your lungs, keeper, as loud as you possibly can. Not only are you telling your defense that you have the ball, you are also intimidating the other team that you have a great line of sight. Understand that we get kicked here, we get kicked, and also looks like we get stepped on, right? But it literally falls in the feet of somebody else. There we go. This is when we were down 4. Our goalkeeper is hurt. We're demoralized. We're just not in a good spot. And at this point, I was telling you guys that, those last 2 goals were just, it was embarrassing. It was, because we, as in your coach and your parents, all have seen you guys play better, and that's just fact. And so when we show up to these games, especially away games, and we don't play the way that we're supposed to play or that we can play, it's almost embarrassing. So again, you guys all, I asked you a question, who wants to get to the next level? All of you raised your hand, which rightfully so. I believe all of you can play the next level. You just need a little bit more development. But playing the next level is rising above any kind of situation, and always just breaking through and just being strong physically, mentally, tactically, technically. See a lot of hung heads, a lot of people just upset. You hear me talking to Luke about how talking to Luke about some of the comments that he made about the team the other week. I think he was more talking about himself.
Eyes up.
Here, somebody said it, right? Samir, look, right? Bring the spotlight. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 players on one half of the field. Instead of looking this way, simple, super simple. See, now we can get an even better picture of what we're looking at here. And the circle here, it was a 3v1. I'll get there eventually, guys, I promise. Make that pass came in. Nicey then. Oh, you have the distance. You're in front. Oh, sir. Nice defending, okay. This is where we need to slow the game down. Yeah, there it is again. Right. Next time. Ethan, we need to recognize this spot here. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players here. This ball, instead of finding McCoy, a second pass here. Right? You find this pass, you're relieving all the pressure that you're in, and then Havish can just come out wide here. We can start attacking through the other channel.
Good play. That's nice play, Noah.
Forgot your name for a second. My fault. Havish, can we take a touch, please? Skills? Yes, good skills. No. Keep on. Oh, Jaden. Had better kicks than that. So I think in those spots we just need to keep the ball. Okay, it's not about going forward. It's not about scoring goals. River, you're in the middle of the field, almost in the central channel. You need to be out wider. But this ball lands to you, Samir. Pull back, right? Pull back, turn, find space, find Jagas here. Havish probably can come out here, but just keep the ball in these spots. My sound go. Oh, I muted myself.
Go, Samir.
Great idea, right? Jagas, I like the idea of back post, but more central so you can attack where the goalkeeper is. But I like that.
Good idea, Keenan.
At least that there.
Keenan.
Good work, Keenan. You gotta lift it. There, Samir. Anything towards goal. Here. Put it. Look, first touch towards goal. Hard. That was halftime. So those are just the things that we saw in the first half, and we need to understand. I think the biggest thing that we saw was just switching the point of attack. Whenever we're playing into the opponent's overload, it's very hard, and we can't progress the ball up the field. So switching the point of attack, very, very crucial. So we'll see if we can apply what we learned in this video to this weekend, and we'll go from there. All right, guys.